Tonight, Nigeria's Senate President, Fed's constituents, seeks continuous collaboration with federal government for effective delivery of democracy dividends. Okonkwo Charity Foundation and Redemption Radio support businesses of 31 physically challenged persons. Tales of joy and excellence resonate as Vice Chancellor University of Uyo declares open 2024 Covenant Service. Plus, gender parity and justice re-echo as women folk advocate implementation of United Nations Statute on Women. Hello, good evening, and nice to have you join us on the news. I am Evelyn Badu Epo. We sincerely apologize for starting behind schedule. This broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes Channel 103 and our social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook. And now to the details of the news. Senate President Godswill Akpabio is seeking his people's continuous collaboration with the federal government for effective delivery of dividends of democracy. This was while briefing his constituents on his journey so far as the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nsika Okon has details.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio appreciates his constituents for standing by him and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu during and after the elections, emphasizing that as Senate President, they will bring succor to the state in collaboration with the President and the state governor.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decided to assist all lawmakers at the federal level to touch the people at home. People are complaining there is no food, and therefore there is need to provide food. I want to assure you that I will assist you to make sure you are not hungry. Today is distribution for wards. So the 10,600 and something bags are going to wards. Tomorrow will be distribution for chapters, and next tomorrow will now be for stakeholders.
He assured the people of Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District of his commitments to their welfare with the collaboration of the governor.
As the senator is doing his own, the governor should also be doing his own. That way the state will be better. I think it is time that we have finished with politics of election now. We are now doing governance. The governor of the state must touch you.
High point of the events was the distribution of over 10,000 bags of rice and other essentials for his constituents in all the wards. Nsika Okon, NTN News.
Gender parity, equality, justice, and equity are some of the issues women are advocating for this to achieve this year's theme of the 68th Annual Commission on the Status of Women by the United Nations held in China, Beijing. Utaba reports that these issues resonate at the post-68th CSW Review Conference at the instance of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Welfare. The report. Details of that report will be brought in a subsequent bulletin. Now, 31 physically challenged persons selected from the 31 local government areas of Akwa Ibom State have received business grants worth about 2 million naira. The grant is sponsored by Okonkwo Charity Foundation and Redemption Radio 101.5 FM Abak. Clement Barakwe has details.
I like it, and I thank God my daughter was one of the beneficiaries.
Someone like me being selected as one of the beneficiaries of Okonkwo Foundation. God bless. So I would add the money to expand my business
He has carefully packaged a development program, business program for all the beneficiaries. So this is just one of the processes.
It is the first collaboration to provide a source of livelihood for the physically challenged by a non-governmental organization and a private radio station in recent time in the state. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Redemption FM Mabak, Professor Ahezayo Mana, said the media outfit is committed to empowering the less privileged and raising moral values among the citizens.
We have participatory programs. Through such participatory programs and through our networks, Radio Garden and so on, people are hearing what they... So Okonkwo opted to talk to some of those young people who were responding intelligently to issues. And out of that, 6 had scholarship, full scholarship, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Then after that, as we were dealing with disadvantaged groups in society, he became interested in it. And he said he would like to sponsor one disadvantaged person in each of the 31 local government areas of Akwa Ibom State.
For the founder of Okonkwo Charity Foundation, Dr. Christopher Okongo, who addressed the beneficiaries via telephone, called on both the state and federal government to provide relevant regulations that will protect persons with disabilities.
I also use this opportunity to call on the government, both our state government and the federal government, to look closely to these people, to get these people into our society.
High point was the presentation of grants to the beneficiaries by the Managing Director, Redemption FM Mabak, Comrade Comfort Umana. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Lawmakers in Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly are calling on the state government through the State Emergency Management Agency to provide relief materials to members of affected communities whose houses and property have been destroyed by a windstorm. The matter was brought before the House under a matter of urgent public importance by a member representing Ikorabasi, Eastern Obolo State constituency, Selina Ukpatu. Nsika Okon has details.
Mrs. Ukpatu, while applying Order 4, Rule 1 of the Standing Order of the Assembly, noted with regret that the recent windstorm in the coastal communities in Eastern Obolo local government area has rendered the people homeless while crippling their socio-economic activities.
Moments to move a motion that the matter of urgent public importance, as presented by my sister, Honorable Mrs. Selina Ukpatu, be adopted by this Honorable House for further deliberations. Thank you.
I speak for the state constituency. The Speaker writes to second division being moved by my friend Imba Prime Minister.
The Speaker Udemotong, after much deliberations, referred the matter to the Committee on Environment.
I therefore refer this matter of public importance to the Committee on Environment.
Meanwhile, the House has held a valedictory session in honor of former member who represented Etmekweka State constituency in the State House of Assembly, Let's Akanimo NS Edits, where both the present and old members lament his early demise and prayed God to grant his soul eternal rest while strengthening the family members.
He was very friendly. The entire family was very friendly to me and to my family. He was a commander of the youth. He was a commander of the youth. He was the commander of the elders. because he was respectful, very respectful to the elders.
One of the finest, may your soul find peace.
Nsikak Okon, NTN News.
Still to come, over 112 billion naira disbursed for road infrastructure in Akwa Ibom State since 2023. Details after this timeout. Do stay.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure because who no go?
No go no. Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better informate. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
Is the second NTA Uyo Virtual Children's Paper presentation.
Stand up for the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, stand up.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Children, get ready. Put your thoughts together in a well-articulated pattern to paper and stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes. Submit a write-up on the given themes.
Junior category, 8 to 11 years.
The impact of skill acquisition on the education of the child.
Senior category, 12 to 15 years.
The effect of social media on parents-children relationship. Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. Interested schools should register and submit entries on or before May 16, 2024.
Rate 20,000 naira for 5 entries per school. Venue NTA Channel 12 for Kaitinan Road, Uyo, or NTA Uyo at yahoo.co.uk.